2 Live Crew, 𝗪𝗓𝗪 left a party because of drug, sex, and underage women.
Be around 90 something.
In the 90s.
When he first opened up the mansion in West Palm Beach.
So, Uncle Luke, tell us what happened. You went with Eddie Murphy and Mike Tyson. The three of you were together?
Yes.
Uh-huh.
Oh, dude, 𝗪𝗓𝗪 from 2 Live Crew, Eddie Murphy, and Mike Tyson. Bro, I mean, dude, back in the day, I think it would have been fun to go on an adventure with those guys. You know what I'm saying? Like, holy shit, bro. Like, dude, I want to go to the strip club with those guys, bro.
And Donald Trump invited you all personally.
Yeah. He invited all us. He was having his pageant contest going on, and with his pageant contest, he ended up inviting us to the event.
Tell us what happened, Uncle Luke. What happened at that party that made you have to leave?
Well, I mean, it was just a lot of things going on. You know, a lot of things that I don't care to engage in. And you know, we showed us the house, showed us the golf course in the back, all these different things. You know, said, man, great house, nice house. And I think I probably was there for every bit of maybe 45 minutes before I realized all these different things that was going on. And I was like, okay, it's time for me to go here.
Now you understand, you are Uncle Luke. You 2 Live Crew. So, I mean, we're dying to
Dude, was he like a teetotaler? Did he not party? I mean, I get, like, you know, if you go somewhere and there's a bunch of underage girls, like, yeah, it's time to bounce. But I would think the partying, right, they would be, you know, hitting the partying up.
So what was going on that you couldn't engage in?
Man, it was, you know, it was just some things that I don't really care to discuss. Because, I mean, you know, one thing about me, I don't kiss and tell. But at the same time, the party was going on. And, you know, it was a lot of things. Put it this way, there were a lot of things going on. A lot of things. So a lot of things in a lot of different rooms. There was a lot of different rooms going on in the house. And every time you open up a door, there was something else going on that I really didn't care to be a part of.
Dude, every time you open up a door, there's something else going on. Like, oh, shit, it was like some Eyes Wide Shut kind of shit. The teenage version, right? The Donald Trump teen version. Dude, that's crazy, bro.
So I felt like, you know, hey, look here, man. You know, I'm from Liberty City. At the end of the day, if I wanted to be involved in all those different type of activities, I did that in my hometown. Less long as going to somebody's house where I think they got cameras and everything, be able to take me, and before you know it, you're extorting me.
Oh,
that ain't gonna happen. But you know, one thing about me,
yeah,
I never take no drugs, and I don't get into drugs. So I leave it like that.
Were there drugs there, Uncle Luke?
It was a lot of things up in there. I know I don't take no drugs. I'm gonna leave it like that.
Uh-huh. Did you see Donald Trump use any drugs?
No, I didn't see him use no drugs.
So these rooms, presumably there were women in these rooms?
Oh yeah, a lot of women.
Mm-hmm. How were they
all over the room?
How were they dressed, Uncle Luke?
Half naked.
Half naked.
Half naked and some naked.
Ooh.
Half naked and some naked.
Yeah.
Oh, all right.
We had a house party. They up in there naked.
Was there any assaultive behavior toward women at this Donald Trump party?
No.
No assaultive behavior. Okay.
No, all the women were enjoying themselves like they do.
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm.
You know, but the thing, let me tell you, the thing is, when you're around, I've been around a lot of models and a lot of these pageant women, because that's what mostly it was. It was mostly pageant women.
Uh-huh.
And a lot of these women ain't of age.
They're young.
So you got a whole bunch of these women running around, whether they of age or not. You know, there's a lot of things going on. You just, you know, some women look too young.
Yeah, man. You know they were young, right? The pageant girls, a bunch of them are young. They're naked. They're high on drugs. And like he said, he's like, I ain't going to end up in a room being seen by some cameras. So next thing you know, they're like extorting me and shit.
I mean, they were all enjoying themselves. That's what they were there for. But were they old enough to be enjoying themselves? I don't know.
Was there sex?
Of course there was sex.
I guess that's a stupid question not to ask.
Dude, he's
Okay,
like, of course there was sex. Like, yeah, man, you open the room and they're just like, whoa. Jesus, dude. Yeah, that's a big oof.
So I think I got you now. You're saying that all this was going on and you weren't clear as to whether these were adults.
I wasn't clear whether or not they were adults, and I wasn't clear whether or not, whether I wanted to be in that kind of environment where some of these other things that was going on in there. I ain't gonna too much elaborate about everything else that was going on outside of the sexual act. But
well, my brother, we love for you too. We love for you too. That's why we on Sirius XM. Because we can open it up. We on Sirius XM. We can bust it wide open right here.
The drugs and the alcohol and the sex and all that, but I ain't gonna talk about the drugs and the alcohol and the sex.
But
yeah, he definitely sounds nervous. But the look of the year, this was the stuff that the modeling agencies did. John Casablancas did the look of the year. Okay, this is like these girls right here. These girls are 15, bro. They're 14, 15 years old. The look of the year girls. Okay, this was every year Casablancas did this. And I mean, you go in there and you look at them, they're literally fucking children, okay, vying for these top model jobs. John Casablancas and Trump models, they all had these contests. They were all the rage in the 80s and the 90s, okay? And they were just a ruse to get beautiful 15-year-old women into their parties, into their events, into their houses, into their social circles. So these are the people that Luke Campbell is talking about. These are the girls that are running around naked, getting drunk and high on drugs and having sex and shit all over Mar-a-Lago. You open a door and there's dudes piling in with the look of the year girls. It's gnarly shit, man. This is some gnarly, gnarly shit. Now, I would like to add, John Casablancas, okay, he's the guy who hosted this event, right, from Elite Models in New York. He married a 17-year-old, guys. He married one of the women who won the look of the year. She was 17, okay? He was in his 50s. This is John Casablancas from Elite Models. She won the look of a year in his modeling agency. He married her when she was 17, guys. This is the kind of shit they were into, bro. This is the group. These are the women. Look at these. Dude, these girls are 14. They're 15. They're 16. You know what I'm saying? Occasionally, there were some that were older, that were more than 18, right? But like, bro, this is wild, man. This is like wild stuff. These are the girls that Luke Campbell is talking about. It is crazy shit, man.
I talk about the sex and all that.
Okay, well, talk about tell us about the sex.
Yeah, there was a lot of sex going on.
Mm-hmm. Just wide out in the open.
You know what I'm saying? Like you was just imagine the Eyes Wide Shut movie.
Oh my God.
That's what I felt like I was in.
He actually talked about Eyes Wide Shut. Now, dude, again, I don't have anything philosophically wrong with Eyes Wide Shut having that type of voyeuristic sex party, as long as everybody's 18. You know what I mean? If they're 18 and they're just having a good time, like, I don't have a problem with that shit. But when you're talking about the look of the year girls, you're talking about John Casablancas and these 15-year-old like wannabe model girls. You know what I'm saying? When you have these children there, 14, 15, no, man. That's prison time, bro. Like, come on, dude. That shit is crazy. They're fucking children, man.
But it had some other elements and some other things in there. Then that's when I got to go.
Okay. And so it was just wide out open.
He keeps saying some other elements in there. There's something else, even with the like eyes wide shut shit. He keeps saying some other elements, and I'm wondering what the other elements were. Like, were these girls like tied up or something? Was it like a domination sort of thing, or what was going on with the? He keeps saying like other elements. There's some about this that he's like kind of, you know what I'm saying? Something is going on. Donkey show in the back.
Sex is what was happening. Was it of the orgy variety?
Well, they were in different rooms.
Mm-hmm.
The man got so many rooms in that house. I ain't never seen that many rooms in a house in my life. But it was more by everybody in all these different rooms. And when you open up a door, it was something going on different in a different room. So you got in where you fit in at. If you feel like you want to go in that room, you go in that room right there. There was some things going on, some interesting things going in that room. It was just like a regular.
Well, you say you keep saying what? Give me an example of an interesting thing that was going on, if you don't mind.
Outside of the sex, you got to use your imagination. If it's sex, then it's some other things going on that you don't want to be involved in.
I don't know if my imagination goes that far. I don't. So if it wasn't sex,
oh no, you a big boy.
No, really, bro.
You in the radio business.
Wait a minute. So wait a minute. Something was going on outside of sex and drugs that was interesting. Well, I'm trying to figure out.
Outside of sex.
Outside of sex.
Outside of sex. And then now you add whatever else you want to use your imagination. What happens? What happens after that? But there was a lot of things going on in there.
Uh-huh.
You know, them guys in there, it was going down.
What happens after that? I mean, he's being so cryptic, right? Like, you know what I mean? Like, were there girls that were passed out and sex is happening or something? Like, something is super cryptic.
The man took us around the house. Okay, he said, look, I got all these women. I got these women from the pageant. They're going to be there. So we went. It was like, hey, man, I got a pageant down here. I'm hosting these women at the house. Okay, up in Palm Beach. They send some cars to pick us up. We get in the cars. We drive up there. Me, Mike, Eddie Murphy, we all in our own individual cars. Car service drove us up there. We got there. He showed us around the house. Told us about this mansion and the history behind it and all that. Just the golf course. It was dark. We couldn't see the golf course and things like that. And then before you know it, hey, man, y'all enjoy yourself. We got cocktails and everything. And before you know it, the rooms and everything start popping. There wasn't no DJ. It was more of, hey, get in where you fit in. Whatever room you're going to go in, you go into that room.
So you say no DJ. There was no music? Or the music was piped in?
No music.
No music.
That was the interesting part about it.
No music. Crazy. That's
so women
weird.
just naked in rooms with no music.
Hey, people walking around. It wasn't. Listen, it wasn't nothing wrong with that.
Dude, see, I can deal with the like eyes wide shut party, right? I can deal with all that, right? You want to have sex parties, you want to have orgies. If they're adults, none of this underage shit, but no music? Like, bro, that's just wrong, dude. To be having like rooms of drugs and sex with no music is like, I guess it's kind of like putting ketchup on a steak, isn't it? Oh, fuck, dude. It's like ketchup on a well-done steak.
At the end of the day, when I started looking at some of these girls' faces, I was like, man, these girls don't look like they're old enough. I didn't ask nobody their age. And then all the other stuff going on, it was like, okay, I can't be up here. I got to go. If I'm going to jail, then somebody's going to extort me.
I thought that was really illuminating, just the way he was being so cagey, right? He was being so cagey, and he was being so like purposely vague, but yeah, something's definitely going on. What is up, guys? Thank you so much for watching. You like the video, you want to support independent resistance media, you know what to do. Drop that sub, hit the like button, and please share it. And we do love our members, so if you want to become a member, it's another really great way to support. Thanks again for everything, guys. I'll see you next time. Let's go.